What were you thinking? With Aaron and Scott. Real talk behind closed doors. It's not just about stupidity, but everything else that comes with it. High octane, energy driven, in your face. Get ready. It's Aaron and Scott.
Lordy. Scott.
Hi, Aaron.
You know,
Let's introduce our friends.
who do we have?
Bob.
We have Bob, and we have a newbie running the board. What's your name?
I'm Phil.
Phil?
Phil the noob.
Phil the noob.
He's not so new. It's just new here.
Well, he's new here. He's new for our show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Phil.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
We're not gentle, but we're fine.
Rough men.
Scott,
Hi.
last week,
Yes.
when I did the introduction, I said that it was a wacky day. I take that back. I stand corrected. Today has been a wacky day.
Today was insane.
And it started this morning. Woke up. You know, my alarm goes off at 6. At 5:30, I hear this bang, bang, bang next door to me.
Right.
LAPD SWAT team.
Seriously?
Yes.
Where the hell you live again?
I thought, Hollywood, but it sounded like it was
there
either
you
Crenshaw or Inglewood.
That is Hollywood. It's just the same.
They're banging on the door. I about to have a heart attack because I'm in, sleep, just in dreamland, and LAPD, banging on the door. We have a search warrant. Bust the guy's door down, and ransacking 25 of these guys.
Wow.
25, fully armed.
Do you know the guy next door to you?
Yeah.
Nice
cool
guy?
Yeah, chill.
How old is he? About.
38, 40.
Cool guy.
Cool.
White guy, black guy,
White guy.
Latin.
White guy.
Do you know that he?
Well, I'm thinking.
Do you know that he's up to no good?
I'm thinking drugs. I'm only assuming because every once in a while I get a hint of
Got a psychic
marijuana.
here.
Yeah. Well, I could smell marijuana, so I'm just thinking.
That's
pot.
not the reason
I'm
they
thinking
come
maybe
in at
he's
30
growing
at a time with machine guns and bulletproof
They had
things.
they had all the helmet. It was crazy.
He's cooking.
So as
something
I'm stepping out my door to go to work, I'm like, "Excuse me, hello."
Yeah.
Let me just work.
Did you see him? Was he being carted off?
He was
Hog-tied?
sitting in a chair outside his doors there, ransacking his place, looking for whatever. He had this huge Rottweiler, which was tied up on a pole.
Why is it they always have that with them dogs?
Right?
It's like a Rottweiler or a pit bull. It's like you never see Betty White walking up the street with a Rottweiler or a pit bull, but it's always some drug dealing crazy dude.
Betty White would have no control over that thing. Would just run her. She'd be like
Don't make
flapping
fun of
in the.
Betty White.
She
We
would be
like her.
flapping in the wind like a flag.
No, but you know what I mean? It's always those. They always have those dogs. That's why those dogs get a bad name, because the bad people who own them.
Yeah.
So tell me about your good neighbor. What happened to him?
I don't know. I came back from work and he disappeared. He's
Should have a little slogan for him. Just like a good neighbor. What's his name? Eric is there.
No, Gunner. That's Gunner.
Gunner. That's not a normal
He
name.
sells guns. I don't know.
Gunner.
But that
Please.
was an interesting. I knew something was going to happen, right? Because it's just usually don't wake up to that. But
So
it's
he-
L.A.
Is he gone? Did you go home
I don't
yet?
know. No, I didn't knock on his door when he came back and said, "Hey, what happened?"
Well, that'll be
I
interesting.
have no idea.
I'd like to find out what happened.
Traffic has been crazy today. Traffic in L.A. is insane.
Yeah.
Every day, but today,
Particularly shitty,
oh yeah,
right?
it took me.
Bob?
What's they say?
Phil?
Absolutely.
We're all in agreement here. It's a
And
shitty
why
day in
is
L.A.
that? And you know what? Not just L.A., but across the nation, folks. Right now, if you're sitting in traffic.
There's a reason.
There is a reason why you're sitting in traffic, and you're thinking to yourself, God, why is it taking me longer to get home?
I'm thinking, why right now?
I just live down the street, and I've been sitting here for an hour.
Seriously, it took me 35 minutes to go 4 miles.
Okay, the reason why, fast food workers today went on strike across the U.S. over their wages.
That's everybody. Burger King,
Wendy's, McDonald's.
Arby's.
The fast food
Taco
chain.
Bell?
I don't know. But I'm just saying, so anyway, they're demanding that they go, because right now, minimum wage are getting $7.25 an hour. They're
Right.
demanding, just in the fast food chain, they want $15 an hour.
Just the fast food chain.
Yeah.
So this isn't like for.
This isn't like just minimum wage itself. This is the fast food chain. They're feeling.
So what happens if they
underpaid.
get it? They get $15 an hour. And say, you know what? Give it to them. Let's clear the streets. Give it to them.
Well, then you're going to be paying more for a Big Mac.
Well, then everybody. Yeah. there you go.
Then everybody's going to say, "Wait a second."
No, but seriously, if you do that, then everybody else is gonna,
Of course.
who gets minimum wage. It's not gonna happen. First of all, who the fuck is gonna pay $5 for a goddamn Big Mac anyway?
Yeah, I know.
The shit poisons you.
Well, the people. Here's the thing. This is actually it's a good and a bad thing. Good in the sense that all those fat people out there they can't get their burgers right now. It's probably a good thing. We don't need to be out there eating McDonald's and fast food. But regardless, $15 an hour, it's insane. It's
I don't
stupid.
think it's gonna happen.
And also today, the reason why there's so much traffic because they were protesting. There were hundreds of people marching down freaking Western
Daddy, can I have a
on
Happy
the
Meal?
freeway all over the place because they wanted an increase in pay.
Where's my Happy Meal? It's $45. You can't have a Happy Meal. Your $45 Happy Meal.
where's the
Jesus
toy? Well, you got
Christ.
to pay an extra $5 for that.
So when is this gonna stop?
I have
first
no
of all?
idea. I'm really.
Doesn't it seem like we have a lot more important things going on in this country that they should be like
than a
blocking
fast
streets?
food, the workers.
Of course, they're probably listening to us right now going,
I don't
you know
care.
What? Shut up.
You know what? No,
assholes.
shut up
What
to
do
you.
know?
Because, this is upsetting. I worked in the fast food chain.
I did too. Jack in the Box. First job, 15 and a half. Yeah.
Right? So, Grant, I knew what I was getting into.
Right.
I knew I wasn't getting paid $15 an hour or whatever. I did the minimum wage job because that's what I wanted to do.
Right.
After a while, I got sick of it. I said, you know what? Well, I better either A, go to school, do something a little bit more productive. And,
All right.
So-
Give us one sec.
yeah, so, God,
Hold on.
I'm frustrated.
All right. So we have a fast food worker calling.
Oh,
Hello?
Wait.
hello.
Hello?
Hello, it's not a fast food worker. It's your favorite fan, Sean.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, Sean.
Sean.
Yeah, right? Let me just tell you why I'm calling. Cause
Wait a minute.
This is Sean
yeah.
Connolly.
Sean Connolly. We were expecting you months back. How are you?
I'm doing good. I've been waiting to call for the right moment. and this
Jesus,
is
we've
it.
been waiting for you to call. How are you, Sean?
I'm doing good. I'm worth the wait.
Cool. Okay, cool. We're ready. We're ready.
Okay, I just no. All I want to say with these fast food morons on strike is simply this: not only if the rate changes, they freaking lose their job.
What do you mean?
Well, no restaurant in its right mind is going to keep the entire staff if they're making, they're paying double in the rate right now. So they all freaking lose their jobs. What a bunch of morons
Yeah.
going on strike to be fired. Hello, where's the brains there?
Yeah, it's basically what's going to
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
They're not going to get
Lay,
$15 an hour.
lay off the Happy Meals and get back to work.
There you go.
Yes.
This is perfect.
Okay, one last thing. I need to go back to your bike comments from several weeks ago.
Are you an avid bicyclist, Sean? Please don't ruin my
I
day.
am
I really like
No,
you
no,
up
no.
till now.
I'm an avid, great bicyclist. I actually do charity bike rides every year.
Okay, fair enough.
And 99% of the people on the bike give the rest of us a bad name. And the ones that happen to get accidentally doors opened on them and things like that, I hope they have speedy recoveries, but they deserve it when you ride like a moron.
Yes, exactly.
I agree.
Let me ask you something, Sean. Don't you think that if people are going to ride their bicycles on the road, that they should at least know the rules of the road like the rest of the drivers and vehicles?
Well, here's the thing. The cops need to do something too, because cyclists are governed by the exact same rules that cars are. And most cyclists don't know that. And today I was driving and saw cyclists blow through stop signs when I was going through it. It's like, what are you, stupid? You'll be a hood ornament in no time at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, listen, thank you for
So
calling.
peace out, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, thank you for calling, buddy. We were waiting for your call several months
I'll-
now.
Speak to you soon.
You got it.
Here's the
See
thing.
you guys.
Thanks for listening, buddy.
You don't make a career running a cash register. You just don't.
Okay. So much for the cashier.
Man. No, I'm just saying fast food.
No, I
Making
know.
fries, running the cashier.
Yeah.
$15 an hour.
No, it's not gonna happen. They're not gonna do it. They're not.
Stupid.
Another? Hey, everybody's on the phone today. Hey. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, boys.
Hi.
Hi.
Am I online?
Well, we're online with you. Turn your
Aaron,
volume.
Scott, this is Angela from the East Coast.
Turn your volume down in the background.
Hold on.
There we go.
I want to go back to your subject about pit bulls.
Oh, pit bulls. We love pit bulls and
Yes.
Rottweilers.
Yes.
But it just seems like so
Absolutely.
much of the time the wrong people have them and use them as weapons.
That's right.
That's our point.
That's
we love
right.
them.
Well,
Love those dogs.
I am a pit bull lover.
So am I, actually.
Yeah.
And so is Aaron.
Yeah, my uncle has a pit bull.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you a little story. I have some new neighbors who's we're told by our neighbors that only bad people own pit bulls.
Right, but not true.
Not true. So I had to have a sit down and bring my dog Bella over to the child, and let them pet her and feed her treats, and they're not afraid. And, I think that people need to educate themselves about the animal.
Right. Exactly. I think they're, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think that any dog, any animal can be trained to be vicious.
Yeah. Even little poodles.
That's right.
I had a poodle bite
There
me.
was
I think
there
she
was a golden
she
retriever
was
that
a lesbian
mauled a
poodle,
5-year-old.
A what? Hello?
She's
Turn your volume
a
down.
golden retriever had mauled a young child.
Oh, Jesus. Such a pretty dog to do such a dirty deed.
I know, right? I have one of those too. But
Well,
so, anyways, I just wanted to let you know that I'm a responsible pit bull owner and lover, and I wish that people would go to Netflix and watch Beyond the Myth and educate yourself on pit bulls.
And
Thank you so much for calling,
Yes.
sweetie.
And Cujo.
All right.
Cujo.
Love your show.
Thank you, hon. Bye.
No, I mean, it really does go to the owner. A lot of times the owner, depending how you treat the dog. So, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're creating quite a stir with the dogs.
We are from fast food, the
What's
dogs,
next?
to bicyclists.
They're not going to get $15 an hour.
Now,
I know that
this
right
is
now.
this is crazy. Okay, Kim Jong Un, the guy in North Korea, the new what is he, the president or
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
you know what he did? Did you hear what he did? to
What
his
did he do? Changed his name,
no.
maybe?
He executed his ex-girlfriend by machine gun, firing squad.
Why?
Well, because she got into pornography, and I guess that's against the laws of North Korea. Yeah. So firing squad, they shot her to death. They had her family come and watch her death.
Whoa. Oh.
Man, isn't that nice? And then on top of that,
Nothing like an invitation.
Well, no, here's the thing too. Then they took her family, and so now they are now in a prison camp.
Because they were related to her?
Correct.
So
I mean, it's just crazy because you think of, and everyone's talking about this whole Miley Cyrus with Robin Thicke, at the VMAs, where, he was grinding her butt, and just, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
And backlash, against the whole, he's married, he's got kids, and, he's just Robin Thicke, grinding on, Miley Cyrus, who came from, what is that, Hannah Montana type, family type CBS type show, something like that.
Who cares?
Execute them. Right? I mean, it's just crazy. This guy kills us. I'm just comparing countries, right?
That's insane.
Was that one country?
Hey, let me ask you something. I know this is all exciting about Miley Cyrus or Marley, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Marley.
I don't even know who she is. I could care less, to tell you the truth. Have any of you heard about, you remember the earthquake we just had in Japan, right? Where it blew the reactor and poisoned the waters.
Yes.
Did you hear what's going on right now? It's severely worse than we thought. They are saying that anything found in the Pacific Ocean now is beyond safe, tainted. Like, you cannot eat any fish from the Pacific Ocean. The polar bears are losing their fur. The seals up. Am I the only one who heard about this?
I heard people talking about it
Yeah.
when it first happened.
No,
my
it's
neighbor was
currently now they're
Right.
finding out the polar bears. The fish, they're saying that these fish are so highly tainted with radioactivity.
Right.
It's going to be they're saying forever we're screwed. But I do know that a lot of these, like when they drop a barrel of
Oil.
not oil, it's whatever that
Radioactive juice.
plutonium,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
right.
They say it takes 200,000 years before it loses its devastating effects. So
I did not know that.
yeah, well that's yes, it's not true. Who told who? It's been all over the news.
Because some radical blog posted something up about it, and now,
Really?
but then because I had heard that and I wanted to make sure I said it before, that the headline is "Eating fish from the Pacific Ocean won't turn you into a mutant."
Well,
So it was a blog entry that somebody posted like on their Facebook page
Isn't
that
it-
that made its rounds.
Okay.
That all of a sudden everybody took as fact.
But there's a lot of room in between the mutant and eating the food and getting nutrition. Maybe it's still high levels. I mean, I didn't hear that you're going to turn into a mutant, but what I did hear is that it's way out of the realm of safe levels to be eating. That's what they were saying. I don't know. If you
It
find
seems like there's probably radicals on both sides claiming complete different.
How about with
extremes.
the polar bears losing their fur and the seals with the skin problems?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
I'm reading up on it right here, and it's saying. I mean, there are some fish, especially fish that were close to Japan when it happened, but most notably the Pacific, the bluefin tuna have been found with trace amounts of radiation. The levels are well below what is considered harmful, less than the amount of naturally occluding radiation in every toddler's staple fruit, the banana. So it's not receding in the ocean. I don't see anything about
So
the polar bears.
Check this out.
Yeah.
What is safe? Safe. For Japan, they're saying they won't eat the food. They send it over and sell it to us.
Well, of course.
Because our safety standards are different from theirs.
Same reason why we have GMO in our foods.
Exactly. So you say, oh, this is not. It's well below the safety standards.
Give it to the Americans.
Ours
They
will
don't
eat
care.
anything.
They'll eat anything.
They're
yeah.
giving us GMO.
That's
It's
right.
like it's all in
It's
the
like
words.
Mikey from that Life commercial. Give it to Mikey. He'll eat anything.
Yeah.
Give it to the
He
Americans.
wouldn't now. It's full of GMO.
Well,
he
that's
wouldn't
true.
even eat that shit. Poor Mikey.
No, he would eat it and he'd
Kid would
spit it
fucking
out.
collapse, fall off his little stool on his commercial.
Then his hair would fall out.
Yeah,
And then
die right there. What happened to Mikey? He ate the life. Poor Mikey. That's what they should do. A present day commercial.
Right.
Hey, Mikey, he's laying dead on the floor. What happened? He ate the life, and that's it.
That's good.
That's awesome.
We need some new commercials about
So-
the GMO. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's if it's not the fish, it's the GMO. If it's not the GMO, it's by the way, we're gonna have Chet back on. Chet Millett.
He was supposed to come on today, but
supposed to be on today,
yeah.
but he's
That's okay.
He's not. He's working. It happens.
Yeah.
So anyway, what else? Anything?
So there's this is kind of cool. So 11-year-old kid. He's kind of like the Doogie Howser. Was accepted to Texas Christian University in Fort Worth, Texas. I think they say he might be the youngest kid accepted into college and probably have his PhD by the time he's 20. Isn't that cool?
That's very cool.
Yeah.
What's he going to study?
Medicine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Doogie Howser.
Yeah.
Doogie
Remember that
Howser.
show?
Yeah, Doogie was cool.
Yeah. 11 years old. God, at 11. They said because at 5, they said he was a master at algebra. I mean, if you asked me what algebra was at 5, I could. Well, no. I was playing with my G.I. Joe guys at 5.
That's what started it all. You should have left them
That's
alone. And somebody should have come in the room and said, "You keep their pants on, Aaron. Damn it."
What are you doing?
What were you thinking with Aaron and Scott? The show that gets to the core of all the bull. Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. You know, we here at the studio are really athletic guys, and as a result, we're always pulling this, overstretching that. You know how it goes. You get hurt from time to time, or you just sleep wrong and wake up with some sort of ache or pain. But no matter what the situation is, we choose who we consider to be one of the best chiropractors in L.A., Dr. Chet Millett. Headaches, backaches, neck aches. He's the guy we trust with our pain. Dr. Millett is located at Body Structure in Hollywood, California on Cole Street across from Gold's Gym. Seriously, we know this guy. He's got the experience and expertise, and he cares. That's Dr. Chet Millett. Give him a call at 323-469-8062 or look him up on the web at bodystructurela.com. Or you can find him on Yelp. Dr. Chet Millett. He's the guy we trust with our pain. From the darkness below, an intense and thrilling game by the creators of App Code Source, bringing the ultimate Gangnam game directly to your devices. Gangnam Speedrunner. Now available on your app store. Get ready to run. This app is rated G for Gangnam. Visit GangnamSpeedrunner.com.
Yeah, you go. You lead.
All right, so check this out.
Yeah.
Along the lines of our food being fucked from one end to the other.
That's how you put it.
You know, there's just no. Look at the subject we're talking about. The food is fucked from one end to the other.
It
Anyway,
is, yeah.
How about this thing where people are now? You can't grow your own food. There are certain places now where they will fine you for growing your own food. You can't do your own gardening.
What?
In some places, you can't do it in the backyard. You can do it in your backyard, just not your front yard. If you have a certain amount that you do grow, they're starting to charge you money if you give it to your neighbors.
So I can't grow a garden in my backyard.
You can now, but there's I don't know where I read this. I need to get my facts straight, but I'm telling you,
This wasn't the Inquirer, right?
check it out. Seriously, no, because I know people up north.
So I'm thinking if you have your own garden, it's organic. I mean, you're not putting any sort of a pesticide. I mean,
they don't want people growing their own food because they want everybody eating this crap.
They want everyone eating the GMO.
But they that's my point, is they're starting to tax people. If your garden, they don't want you growing your own food in certain places. I know this.
There must be regulations on how big.
Master Bob, got an answer?
Well, it appears that it's happening. Let's just guess, of all the states in the union, what's going to be the state that's gonna start doing
California.
it? No, of all this, what's the most backward state in the country?
Missouri.
Florida. Everything bad happens in Florida.
Oh.
I was kidding about Missouri.
Yeah.
It's just really hot there.
There was a couple in Orlando that was fined $500 a day for growing food in the front yard.
There you go. It's not just Florida, though. There's something going on up in the Bay Area, too. I don't know what, but I know people who live up there.
Maybe it's regulated in size. Maybe it has to be so. I don't know. I mean,
they don't come measure your fucking lawn. What do they care if you're doing tomatoes, right? Because people aren't going to eat their lawn until they start eating their
let
lawn.
me measure that tomato. I think you've been putting some steroids on that thing.
They just, I think
I think you're right. It's for growing too much. So it's
for growing too much. Remember the inch yard people? They start with this, and then it's soon, nope, you don't
That's
even
just
grow
stupid.
one tomato. Yeah, they start large, and then they come in. It's the
Remember when I was a
non-smoking.
kid, we had a huge garden in the backyard.
Lots
with my
of people
mom. I mean,
did.
yeah.
Lots of people did.
Yeah.
And you didn't even need it then. You need it now because the food's poison
Yeah,
now.
absolutely.
So now you need to grow your own.
So you grow your own, and then they ticket you or fine you.
Of course.
Oh,
Makes a
that's-
lot of sense.
it does. That's
Eat
how-
the crap. Eat the crap. Eat this crap that we're forcing you, but don't grow your own. So, yeah, maybe it starts with, your garden's too big, here's a fine. Make it smaller. Then the next year, maybe the GMO people put something else on a bill saying, this garden should be no more than a foot by a foot. And then that passes. And then soon, you don't have a fucking garden.
I love it. We live in the most dangerous country in the world. Our foods are jacked up. I mean,
Our fish is rotten.
our fish are
almost.
Yeah.
Our kittens are mean. That's another show.
Scratch your eyeballs out.
Bad pussy. Hey, I said it within the context.
You did.
I
We were
didn't mean
talking about
anything like
cats.
that.
Absolutely.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
It's just horrible. Where
Who's your
the
little
United
kitty?
States have come to. It's just horrible.
No,
I don't even want to
seriously.
live in this country anymore.
So it all
It's
starts
bad.
off. It all starts off.
It all-
fine,
does.
and then they narrow it down.
Right.
But
But it's the snowball effect. How it just
it's the same
went-
thing.
Yeah.
It's a non-smoking section. Now you don't smoke anywhere in the city.
Well, that's
Simple
good.
as that. Same shit.
You can't even smoke in your own house now because of your neighbors. You can go through the ventilation system.
It's
You can
only
get
in
fined
certain
for that.
places where they have the ventilation.
Yeah, I know.
That mixes and
I'm
matches.
saying.
But like I said, stop that, and eventually they'll get to something you enjoy. Like, I don't know, you can't eat your Pop-Tarts.
So
Not that you eat
can I grow a
Pop-Tarts.
garden?
No, eventually they're going to say that too.
I can't have a tomato.
So
plant
people, what I'm
pot
saying
in
is,
my-
be careful what you vote for, because you may not partake in a certain thing, so you vote it out. Oh, I don't think people should do that. Be careful, because soon enough they're going to come to you and they're going to start getting something that you enjoy, and that can be anything from cigarettes to booze to soda pops to your own garden to what you can do when you can masturbate.
Now, who is it that comes and finds you? Is it the?
Find you what?
No, if you're growing a garden, it's not the police. Who is it? Who is going to come and shut you down?
The garden police.
They're going to come and beat you with their hoe.
No, they're going to beat you with their hoe. They ain't going to come anywhere.
What's that? That's my hoe. I'm going to beat you with it.
What's your hoe doing
So
in your yard?
You want me to go eat that GMO? That's right. We want you to go eat that GMO.
They want people to eat the GMO.
So you get cancer, so that we can keep giving money to the government.
Because they're jamming food. Okay, so think about this. Think about this. Who would be behind? Something else I read. Bob, you can check on me if you'd like. You probably will, and I enjoy that part of you. But did you hear that Obama is completely against the medical marijuana thing now? I mean, completely
I thought they were
against it.
trying to shut that down in most places.
He has gone on the record, I guess, saying that he doesn't approve of it all. No funding.
Yeah.
The banks, supposedly, the banks cannot take their money now. Is that true, Bob?
Well, this was back in June that the Obama administration has spent nearly $300 million cracking down on medical marijuana.
Right.
An analyst from pro-medical marijuana group Americans for Safe Access found that President Barack Obama's administration has spent nearly $300 million on combating medical marijuana in states that have legalized the drug.
Now, $300 million would go how far for giving poor people medical insurance?
Right.
We could have just spent it on that.
Yeah.
Do you understand how stupid this is? They throw money around like
Almost as stupid as somebody running a cash register and working fries wanting $15 an hour.
That's stupid too. Seriously. But seriously, do you see anything on there when you were doing your investigative work?
About Obama?
No, with in regards to Obama, they're not letting the banks do business with these medical marijuana places. They can't bring their money.
Right.
They're cash facilities. People aren't going in there writing checks, they're cash. So since I guess they were writing checks, but since the banks won't deal with them, these places can only take cash.
Yeah.
But now they're sitting on all this cash. They can't put it anywhere because the banks have shut down their accounts.
Huh.
You look at me like I'm out of my mind.
Well, no, I just didn't know about that part.
Well, Bob's checking.
Yeah, Well, I didn't realize you're. What the thing you're definitely very right about is I didn't realize he's very aggressive. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
he's very aggressive about being anti-marijuana.
So
now he was in his first term. He was much more open to it, but for some
More
reason,
lenient.
something has changed.
Yeah,
in
it's
his
called
second
his
term.
second term.
And now he can do what he wants.
First off.
Absolutely.
But he hasn't gone against the gay marriage thing. He was fine with that all the way through. So what does that tell you? That tells me there's a lot of money in the marijuana thing, no money in the gay marriage thing.
There's tons of money in gay marriage.
Not as much as medical marijuana.
Well, of course.
No, not as much at all. The only thing, it's the pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah.
What would
That's
be
what you're right
interesting-
about.
What would be interesting, Bob, I bet could find this. What percentage of money, let's say the pharmaceutical companies make 100, this is of 100% of what they make. If medical marijuana were to be legalized, what percentage would that hit the pharmaceutical companies? In other words, people start smoking dope, they're feeling better. That's going to take out 25% of. Now, people aren't going to need Xanax. They're not going to need painkillers. You follow me?
Yeah, I follow you.
What percentage would that be? Aaron's bored stiff. He's over here drooling with a blue lip.
I'm going as fast as I can. Will national legalized marijuana help or hurt big pharmacies?
Faster, Bob. Aaron
I'm
has two
trying.
blue lips.
I know.
Well, I don't do marijuana, so I mean, it's not
I don't either, but the fact is I know a lot of doctors.
It says no one knows for sure, and the verdict will be out for some time. In a country desperate for tax revenue and an aging population that grew up with marijuana as part of the landscape, the concept of national marijuana legalization is certainly not out of the question. I don't know.
He's
Keep
almost
talking
like
about something
he's
else.
almost like a speed reader.
Well, I'm trying to be because I don't want
No,
to.
it's
I don't
very
want him
cool.
to.
I
I
think
don't
it's
want him
very
to fall
cool.
asleep over there.
Because
No,
Bob,
no.
because Bob does auctioneering on the weekend and he talks very quickly.
very
I don't even know how I got
Read the legal.
this.
Read the legal. Read the legal. Hold on.
One
Who's
other,
your daddy?
so here you go really quickly.
What's the sound effect?
One other big and powerful industry might have something to lose, which is big pharmaceuticals.
Bingo.
It is estimated
Yeah,
that
there you go.
it is estimated that the global pharmaceutical market will be worth more than $1 trillion by 2014. Industry giants Merck and Company, Johnson & Johnson, yada, yada, yada,
Yeah.
have warded off patent cliffs for years using their large cash reserves to acquire smaller companies with robust product pipelines. So you're right. I mean, it keeps going on and
that's
on,
what
but-
happens.
Right,
Somebody
right.
comes along with a cure for, let's say, something really big. They come along and blah, blah, blah,
I mean,
like
to be honest with
Pac-Man.
you, I mean,
Wah,
with
wah,
the whole
wah.
marijuana thing, I could care less, really.
But Aaron, there's a bigger thing behind it. Just because you don't smoke it doesn't mean other people. And, but you don't have a reason
since we're on
to.
this subject, so
What if you had a medical ailment and it actually
You're
eased
right.
you up?
It's a big moneymaker. But you know what is? It's even a bigger moneymaker than that. A multi-billion-dollar industry.
What?
Porn. Why isn't that shut down? And actually, right now, the porn industry is actually
The porn industry is in bad shape
Listen,
now.
they put a pause on it because of
Pause?
They put a pause on it because
Pause
of-
for pause.
Pause for pause. Promote it, yeah. No, because there's an HIV breakout, and so there can't be any filming. So
Straight porn, gay porn, all porn.
all porn right now.
Porn's
Shut
hurting right
down.
now. Porn's hurting horribly right
It
now.
is.
Because of the internet.
STDs.
Not because of...
Well, I'm just saying, but they're all shut down right now.
Well, to match up both of your points, so the thing with porn, if the porn industry could shut down anything, they would shut down the internet so they could have their revenue
Absolutely.
back.
No,
Which
wait,
is-
not if the porn industry. You mean if
the porn industry, to match up what you're both talking about, the porn industry, if they could shut down anything, they would shut down all the free porn that's on the internet. What he's saying about the pharmaceutical companies is the reason they want to shut down marijuana is because all of a sudden, if I can send you, I mean, some pills are $75 a
That's
pill.
true.
Fortune.
$75 a pill just
Yes.
for like a pain remedy versus now if you can go and
smoke
buy a
it.
joint for $4
Right, to treat that. Yeah, absolutely.
and get the same
I get-
relief.
yes.
In fact, better relief because they won't have the side effects that these pills have.
Now, I'm not disagreeing that marijuana is not effective because it actually does. It does help and aid in a lot of treatment. I think a lot
Right.
of times people abuse it as well and say, "Oh yeah."
As far as the porn industry goes, so what are you saying? They got hurt because AIDS is out again?
No, it's just the
Or
HIV
up?
breakout. No, just STDs and stuff. But there's.
But
you know,
it's
'cause
always up and down.
Well, this I don't know. It's getting worse. Well,
There was
because
supposed to be a new law. You're supposed to use condoms.
Yeah, I know.
That's supposed to be happening.
Yeah.
Remember they were going on the sets? Hey, put your condom
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
And some like guy, I guess, goes to Canoga Park and spies on people. And
I remember
says, "Not
watching an
wearing a-"
Oprah Winfrey show, and she dedicated her whole hour to the porn industry of how big it
I
was.
remember.
It's huge.
I remember.
Yeah.
But my point is they're supposed to be using condoms, so they're not using condoms.
Right.
I don't know. It's like going to the cake factory and finding not one skinny woman and saying, "This is terrible." What do you? You know, it's a fuck fest. It's going to happen.
It is.
These people are going in. They're doing. First of all, nobody wants to watch people doing porn with rubbers. It's if you're going to be watching.
Yeah.
Seriously, if you're going to watch porn, you want to watch it raw.
Right.
They're getting in there nasty and everything.
That's right.
Not this. Oh, look at this. This isn't a one of those PSA commercials for how Randy Dandy did it wrong. I mean, it's porn. We're not watching this to be like educated. Go on. Aaron.
I hear you.
What next?
Speak for yourself.
Poor Phil. He's getting his head. Actually, Phil must be a real fun guy if that's where he got his education.
Where did you get your education, Phil?
Porn, vivid entertainment.
Most
Chico,
people,
but it's the same thing.
most people probably got their education from porn. That's where I learned how to play with the old Chili Willy. Yeah. I had no idea how
you're
this
calling
thing
it
worked
that.
until I saw this video.
Oh my
I
God!
had no idea what the function of this thing was. What do you
So
know?
here's the thing.
Yeah.
The pharmaceutical industry is. Do you know what the largest entity? Or I don't think it's the word entity. What's the most powerful organization in our world? Do you know what it is?
Are you talking in general? Or are you talking about the drug
United
industry?
States Treasury, the United States Reserve. That's the most powerful.
Oh yeah,
entity
because of the money. Yeah.
in the world.
Right.
Do you know what's second?
No.
Pharmaceuticals. Take your bear.
What does that even mean?
Bear aspirin.
Oh, take your bear. Take your
Take
bear.
your bear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take your bear.
When you're looking at me and you're saying take your bear, it has a different connotation.
Yeah, it's true.
I was
I
hearing
don't-
BEAR, not
That's what I was thinking.
BAYER.
Don't know where you spend your weekends, sir, but
It's where I spend my time in the mirror. Trust me.
That's what I was thinking. B-E-A-R?
no, bear. B-A-Y.
Bayer.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's Bayer, not Bear.
Bayer.
Well, Bear.
Bayer.
Bear.
Bayer.
Not
Bear.
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 Not Bear.
Tell me what's next on your orange little list. Let's get his little marker over here.
Oh, yeah, I always got my orange little marker. No.
Seriously, we're going to get Chet on this show, and we're going to talk more about those GMOs.
I do want to talk more about
because
yeah.
also the synthetic vitamins, where people are saying the fish oils are bad for you.
Yeah.
How's that finger? He said over there chewing his nails like it's his last meal. Okay, so check this out. so he's what was I saying?
You're talking about bear and bears.
Fish
That was
oil. You were
before.
talking about fish oil.
Oh, fish
So they're
oil.
saying how fish oil is bad for men, their prostates, giving them prostate problems and stuff like that. It's not the fish oil pills. It's the synthetic fish oil pills that the pharmaceutical companies are putting together. They have a different effect on the body. Fish oil pills that are natural are good for you.
Are they, now that they're full of radioactivity?
That's right. Your hair's going to be falling out.
Listen, that's a good one. But not all fish comes from our shitty
That's
ocean.
right. All your body hair.
But I like
gone.
to know this. I like to know. I think that's cool. Bob is on it.
He is on it.
Fucking on it over there. Eating
Bob,
his
we need to have you come in
fingernails.
more often. Keep Scott in line.
No, I like him.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He needs to come in more often.
Not keeping anybody in line.
Keeping
He's
you in
good.
line?
No, he's got the shit down.
Yeah, he does.
Bob and Aaron. Scott and Aaron. Scott and Bob. Hello. Putting up my little wall here. How are you? Where'd Aaron
Good.
go?
I just have to adjust your camera now.
Hello, you.
Hello, me. Who am I?
I'm teasing.
Yeah.
What's next on the happy list?
On the this is the happy list. So this woman, this is a good story. So this woman, her bike is stolen.
Oh, that's a pity.
I knew you were going to say that, considering you hate all bicycles.
Oh, that
Like,
sucks.
one less bicycle on the street that I have to. I'm
Not
worried
really.
about.
Somebody else is just going to be
She
riding
was. She
it.
was probably an
But
avid.
whatever.
She was probably an avid bicyclist.
Hold on. Hold that thought. Phil, are you a bicyclist?
I'm not a bicyclist. But
Are you a bicyclist?
I do ride a bicycle.
Are you
sometimes.
like one of those avid on the road, getting mad at the cars?
Do I
when
seem
they're
like
in
that
your-
kind of person
Nope,
to you?
not at all.
Okay.
Just was curious.
No, I'm not.
It's
Thank
just
you
a
for
straight
coming.
question.
Okay, there we go.
But no, but apparently, I don't know.
I just want to make sure if
sounded
he's
like
like
she,
a bicyclist.
It
I
sounds
don't
like
want
she
to be
was,
insulting right in the same room.
anyway, so this woman's bike got stolen. Apparently,
Excuse me, why did I not seem like maybe I could be a bicyclist?
Bob.
Since now I realize that's why you were asking, Phil.
Because you and I have spoken a lot, and I know you don't.
We haven't spoken that much.
No, but
Can we get Bob on
it's
camera?
Never,
Is Bob on
it's,
camera?
It's never. No, seriously, it's never come up before. You've never said, "Hey, why are you?" And I just realized the first time I ever met him, he might be a bicyclist,
You know,
and he
I'm
doesn't
sorry,
know.
Bob. Are you a bicyclist?
Well, as a matter of fact, I do own a bike. But I'm not. Okay, go on to your story.
Is this a stationary bike? Or is this-
It's actually a tricycle. Go on with your story.
it's a uni.
Oh my God!
No. So this woman's bike got
Hold
stolen.
on.
Apparently, all
In a
bicycles.
moment with Bob. He's funny.
I love it. So apparently, all bicycles have serial numbers on it. So this woman's bike got stolen, and she couldn't find it. She went to the police, and they said, "You're out of luck." I mean, come on. Like they're going to spend time looking for a bicycle, right?
Right.
I could tell you would be spending time looking for a bicycle. But anyway, so her friend is on Craigslist and happens to see what looks like her bike.
Somebody stole it and put it on
and
sale.
Put it on
Craigslist.
How dare you put your bike on? So, steal something to sell it. Oh, the humanity of
Craigslist.
Americans. So her friend calls. So friend calls her up and says, "Hey, I think this is your bike." She looks and noted
Contact.
there were some stickers and some, She's like, "This is my bike."
Right.
So she contacts the guy and says, "Hey, I'm interested in this bike."
Oh, this is great.
So she meets with this guy who stole it in a parking lot in a fast food chain, and
Were they rallying for more money?
they were rallying for more money.
There's been commotion
Yeah.
there, huh?
Well, so
How's that
she's-
nail, Bob?
So anyway, so she's thinking, how is she going to get her bike back? And the guy was like grungy looking, and obviously maybe even overpower her. I don't know.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Do you mind if I just ride it around the block. I had a feel for it.
Oh, that's funny.
His response is, well, if you don't steal it and ride off with it.
Yeah.
She's like, me? No, of course not. Like, I'm a girl. You know, I
Tell me she rode off with
she
flipping him off.
got on the bike and she just tootled off.
Gave him the finger.
I would have.
Yeah.
And he stood there.
She should have yelled,
with
tag, you're it, bitch. Go get it again.
Steal my damn bike.
God, that's
Be
hysterical.
All right. He's like, he's like, the bike runs off.
Oh, my God.
He goes, right. I love that story.
That is,
I tell you, folks, if you have something
that's
missing,
a happy ending story. Isn't that a happy ending story, Bob?
that
is a fantastic story. I thought she was going to get beat up.
So she calls the police and she's like, no, I've got my bike back. And they, so the police advised, not to take matters in your own hand. But in this case, it did work out because, he could have shot her. I mean, he could have pulled out a gun and bam.
Wouldn't
She
that be
would have
awful if
fallen.
tomorrow we hear the end of the story? Guy who steals girl's bike
girl-
gets bike stolen from girl who he stole it from,
Gets shot off a bike,
shoots the girl in the park the next day,
takes back off with her bike.
and her dog. News at 11.
Because of course the dog was in the basket.
Yeah,
but it
dog
was, but it
right.
wasn't a pit bull or a Rottweiler.
And bike is now back on Craigslist.
Guy's in jail, girl's
He needs
dead,
bail money.
and the bike's on Craigslist.
He's gotta
Oh
pay.
my God, go for it. Bam.
Boom.
It's Aaron and Scott. What were you thinking? Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. What if you heard something but did nothing? What if the music you love was gone forever?
Check this out.
A truly intense and tightly wound app, optimized with stunning retina graphics and crystal clear electronic audio. DJ Dubstep Kit, built specifically for dubstep enthusiasts and DJs everywhere. 5 stars, rave DJs around the world. Create your own dubstep music for commercial use today. Visit dubstepkit.com. Mansion Fitness, the only place where you need to train. We've selected only the best fitness trainers to ensure you reach your personal fitness goals quickly and safely. This is the real deal in personal training, not some random trainer giving you a haphazard workout on the fly. We feel strongly about what we do and we wouldn't put our brand on anything less. Visit us at mansionfitness.com and create a new you today. That's mansionfitness.com. No membership required. From the darkness below, an intense and thrilling game by the creators of App Code Source, bringing the ultimate Gangnam game directly to your devices. Gangnam Speedrunner, now available on your app store. Get ready to run. This app is rated G for Gangnam. Visit GangnamSpeedrunner.com.
-1.
-1.
-2. Either I was off or Phil, you were off.
So we now know that Bob is the avid bicyclist.
Oh, no. Everything's fine. Huh? Okay. Yeah.
I'm saying that we now know that
Checking.
Bob is an avid
Check. 1, 2,
bicyclist.
3. Hey, this is what happens when you don't do marijuana. Check. 1, 2, 3.
That's right.
Okay.
Maybe
All
I
right.
should try it.
So Bob's not an
No.
you're not an alcoholic.
You know,
We did not establish that.
Oh, no.
No,
He's not an avid bicyclist. It's okay. This happens once in a while.
It does.
What's your name? Go on. Tell me what else is new in
Don't
the
give me those
news.
trick questions.
I know, huh?
So you know how like sometimes people have like a premonition, like they feel
Yeah,
something.
we know what that is.
Yeah, something's going to happen bad.
Well,
Have you ever had-
premonition doesn't mean bad.
Well, no, it
means
just
you have a feeling.
You have a feeling that something's going to happen.
Yeah, something good,
Something good,
bad.
something bad, right?
Something
Have you ever had that
borrowed,
before?
something blue, whatever the fuck. Is that a wedding or what?
No,
it's like a bad wedding or a good one.
No, have you had that before?
A premonition?
Yeah.
Is that like a deja vu? No, deja vu is when you feel
When you
you've
feel like you've already
experienced something
experienced
in the
it already,
past.
yes.
Premonition is something that you
In the
feel
future,
is coming up.
it's coming up.
Yeah, I guess,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what?
I don't know. One time I was drinking a lot and I had a deja vu that I was going to have a premonition.
I have a premonition. I'm gonna have a stiff drink after this show.
There you go. It's going to be real hard.
So no, this 11-year-old girl, she had a hard time going to sleep at night. So
Right.
she has 2 other siblings.
Yes.
And she went to sleep, but she kept waking up,
Mm-hmm.
and she felt something was going to happen. and she couldn't go to sleep.
That sounds so good.
That doesn't sound good at all, right?
Not like a trip to
So come at
Disneyland.
1:30 in the morning, her house breaks up in a fire, electrical fire.
Oh, jeez.
And so
That's not a premonition. That's a psychic.
Well,
Get her on the show. Where
we
is she?
need her. But no, the family was sleeping, and she apparently they were all knocked out, but she just was very restless. So she was able to catch it. She was able to get her brother, her sister, all out of the house, all the safety.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those things are always amazing. Premonitions and people that have those things.
You know what's in? I mean, like sometimes, like I'm going through my day, and then I'm thinking about somebody,
Right.
and then 2 seconds later they call me.
Yeah.
I'm like, God, it's just
Well,
weird.
that's the law of attraction. They say.
Well, what he's saying, but that's how you define a premonition. Is what he just talked about is a premonition,
Right.
But
Yeah.
it is part of laws of attraction. But
Yeah.
this is not an Oprah type
No.
show, but I will go there.
Speaking Oprah.
I love Bob.
You get a car. You get a car. You get a car.
Everybody gets a car, and nobody goes to Switzerland. Right?
Yeah.
No Swiss bags for you, bitch.
No, but I think it's just kind of cool that I don't know this whole science behind it. You know, 'cause some people think it's not real, but I really believe in it. I just think that I don't know, like that sense that I can't explain it. I don't know.
Well, that's the point. There's too much in our brain that we can't explain,
Right.
and anybody who says that they have the answer,
Well,
they're not
we
right.
use what? 10% of our brain. Einstein
10?
used
10? I heard
average.
3 to 5, I heard.
No, 10. Einstein used 12.
Yeah.
12%.
I heard it was
God,
less
if
than
you
10. We got a lot of idiots running around.
You know what?
Can't
That's
tell
why
me
we
those
do-
people walking around Hollywood Boulevard are using 10% of their fucking brain.
That's right.
Dressed as SpongeBob SquarePants.
And dressed up as Jesus walking down Hollywood Boulevard.
Which, I would like to get that 8% on the show.
Bob, do you know Jesus? I'm trying to get him on the show.
Do I know him personally or the one walking
Have you
around
seen
West Hollywood?
the one walking?
There's two. There's
yeah.
one in West Hollywood. There was one in Hollywood. We will take either one or both.
Yeah.
Well, they're not that hard. You just walk up to them on the street. They pose for photos all the time.
He did.
You know
he
what?
ran into him at Denny's.
And he wouldn't. He
had a
wouldn't
Fruity
come on your
Tooty
show?
with
Here's
him.
the thing.
Was he
just
nailed
talking
to a cross?
No. This is perfect. I was just talking about this girl, how she had that feeling.
Yes.
We were talking about Jesus the day before. The next day, I
He
saw
sees him in the
Jesus.
bank.
I saw him walking across the entry.
That's law of attraction,
right.
Yeah.
Then, a matter of weeks later, I'm thinking about Jesus. I'm coming out of
as you do every day
as
when you
I-
wake up.
Of
Target,
course.
right?
I'm always thinking about Jesus.
You were in La Brea and Santa Monica, right?
I don't know where I was coming from. The Grove.
Okay.
And I was thinking about Jesus, and he was walking on the sidewalk.
Both times you ran
Both
into both
times.
Jesuses. Didn't get neither one on the show.
Why did you talk to them? Or
I
you
did.
just drove by him on the street?
One
No,
was
he talked to
I
him.
talked to the one in Hollywood. He was from Australia. He was a heavy set.
He's an Australian.
He was
Jesus?
an Australian Jesus.
He's
He just got a
Australian.
lot hotter.
I said, Jesus. He's like, good day, mate. I mean, it was like, whoa.
I could be into that.
And then the other one was like,
oh, now I suddenly want to know what's
well,
under
then the
his
other
robe.
one was like, now the West Hollywood Jesus. No, he's like,
he looks homeless to me.
yeah. But you know that West Hollywood Jesus drives a Mercedes.
I believe it.
He does. He was
How
on
do you know? You
because
saw him
TMZ
driving?
had him on, and he was driving his Mercedes.
Oh,
yeah.
so TMZ can get him and you can't?
You're right. TMZ can get him. Yeah.
That's because you're not trying hard enough.
That's because they had a camera on the fucking boulevard.
Snoop Dogg tried to pay him, like give him $1,000, and what does Jesus do? He takes the money and then gives it back to Snoop Dogg. Snoop
Really?
Dogg's response: "You are the real Jesus."
Oh, Jesus.
That's wow.
But I'm just saying, this whole premonition of like feeling or sensing of this. Of something
Well, wait a
happening.
minute. He hasn't handed back everything if he's rolling around in a Mercedes. Now, has he?
I want you to get him on the show just so you
I
can
wanna
find out
know-
what he does
That's exactly
to walk
right.
the streets of Hollywood
What is-
and drive a Mercedes.
I don't know.
Hand back rap stars $1,000 and yet still drive a Mercedes.
Well, maybe he's a
There
car-
are some
may-
questions to
maybe
be
he's
answered.
Maybe he's a carpenter. That was an oops.
The hell was
What was
that?
that? You know
It
what,
wasn't me. It was Phil.
Phil?
Jesus.
Lord. Put the guy in the driver's seat and crash and burns.
Jamal
seriously.
is really handsome about now.
No, we seriously, we need to get Jesus on the show.
We need a plan of action. I don't know.
Well, you know where to find him. Just
Well,
go
you
down
also
and
have-
find
you
him.
also
Bob, do you have an idea? I mean, I've
Yeah.
already approached the
You
guy.
have listeners. You have used this medium. Anyone out there listening, if you're in Hollywood and you run into Jesus,
Yeah.
we'd like to have him here on the show.
Right.
What were you thinking?
What were you
and we'll be
thinking?
nice to him.
Yeah, we
we're
will.
just going to ask
All
him.
we want to ask him is, what was he thinking?
What was he
What was he
thinking?
Give me back $1,000.
When Snoop Dogg offered him
What
a
does he
grand.
do that he drives a Mercedes? I don't know. Maybe he's a carpenter.
What kind of Mercedes is it?
72.
It was.
Oh, it's an older one.
I don't know.
No. It was a two-door. It wasn't a coupe. It was like a.
Is it
I
a
want to
new
say was it?
car?
No, I think it was an SL.
An old one?
Newer,
Newer?
silver.
Newer?
Yeah,
No.
silver.
Wow. Okay.
What if he was like some like total high level business executive, made tons and tons of money, and just like fried his brain one day and was like, I can't take anymore, and all of a sudden just started walking the streets as Jesus.
That could be it.
And that's why he has a Mercedes.
Well, that's what I want to find out.
Me too.
Seriously.
I'll come back for that show.
Oh,
What else is going on?
That's
Anything?
it.
Where are we here? Or what's going on?
about 10 seconds.
Oh,
10.
Jesus.
Anyway,
9,
There you go.
8,
Yep.
7,
There you go.
6.
Talk to me.
5.
Dirtier.
4.
Dirtier.
3.
Dirtier.
Make me believe it.
Oh, come on.
1.
Hit it.